gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Tom Ward!
We might have to redo that at the end of the show. It's being filmed. I want every little beat to be great. Good evening, Moth Club. How are you? Nice. Thank you for coming to the final night of my first ever tour. Only took 12 years, but here I am. Can't accuse me of going for something when I'm not ready. Now, I don't want you to worry. Now, a few of you were worried. I saw some concerned looks. You know that I've done some ITV2 now. And you're worried that I've changed. That I'm no longer a man of the people. That Bill and Ricky have come all this way to see one of theirs. When I'm not, I'm from Wimbledon, but never mind that. But I want to reassure you, I still live in a house share, okay? So relax. It's not going as well as you think it might be. Who here lives in a house share? Okay, some good people and some good honest people. For the rest of you who don't know what it is, it's basically what you have, but in the other rooms, instead of loved ones, it's a bunch of wankers from Gumtree. And you pretend to like each other in the kitchen, so you can't afford to leave. But it's nice. Now, when I say house where, you say house share. House where? House share! Yeah, this one's for you. Shower curtain covered in mould. Central heating set to cold. All the spoons have disappeared. Looks like Dave's back on the gear. Living in a house share. House where? House share! Take my hand! Living in a house share. A house where? House share! House where? House share! How where? How where? House 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 share. Share. Let's clap for Spike. I know you. You're like Amanda. You want to bone me so bad. Thank you, Spike. And sorry, Spike's wife. That was unnecessary. So I live in a house share. Hope that reassures you that I'm still highly relatable. Now, I live downstairs. I live downstairs in the living room. I live in the front room of the house. It's quite exposed. I won't lie to you. It's quite. If I've got my curtains open, all I see all day is people walking past doing this. They love a little peek. Or if they're over 50, they use their teeth to help them see the over 50s. Becomes more of a collaborative effort, you know, the whole face helping out, you know? Make the eyes work. Now, people look through my window with such intent. I'm very curious to know what it is they're hoping to see, you know, because they have a long, searching look. So I've asked around, I've asked a lot of people what they're hoping to see when they look through a window, and a lot of people said nudity. That was the top choice. As you might imagine, Spike, nudity was the top choice. Now, basically everyone specified female nudity. Even heterosexual women specified female nudity as their preference, such as the lack of interest in the male form. You ever asked a straight woman what she finds physically attractive about her partner? They get quite vague, don't they? Well, physically? No, not really, no. No, it's not about that, no. I love John to death, but physically nothing at all, really. There's something about him, but that's not it. The unerect penis actually makes me feel quite sick. Either it's hard and in me or go away, John. I can't even look. John, darling, please, pop on some trousers. It's not Halloween. John, please. Darling, please. But I love John. He's got nice eyelashes. He's kind. I like John's legs because they bring John over here, and I'm very fond of John. But John's legs, no, nothing. So, unsurprisingly, the female body wins. Other people say that when they look through a window, they like to see sex occurring. They want to walk past sexual intercourse. But I don't, because it's never the couple you want to see, is it? You're never lucky enough to stumble on some internet-grade couple going at it. Well lit, good cutaway shots, slamming bods, nice lighting, good narrative. No. Yeah, you should be so lucky. It's always just a couple of project managers just plopping away. Just shoveling away that middle management melancholy there. Just glancing up, yeah, you want to watch this, don't you? Oh, really don't, Terry. Get some flaxseed in those hips, man, you look a little stiff. If I'm walking past a window, I'd much rather see a man on his own wanking by candlelight. I just think that's the greatest thing to catch someone doing, isn't it? Not a woman, a man. It has a kind of bleak quality, like an emergency maintenance works vibe. Gotta get some of these tits out of here! It's got everything, isn't it? It's a total scene. It's funny, it's sad. Makes you feel better about your own life. Hey! Maybe I am doing okay. So I live downstairs. I actually like living in a house share. It's nice. I have a good sense of community. I like my flatmates. I prefer it to where I used to live. I used to live on my own. I used to house sit for my friend who owns a house. You heard about these people? He owns a house. Classic story. Bought it in 1986 for £2.29. In a bidding frenzy. Then he retiled the bathroom. Now it's worth £1.2 million. These tiles are incredible, man. I'm just collecting tiles now. It's the new Bitcoin. Yeah. Get involved. Now, he lives in a really nice area, my friend. He lives in one of those areas where people have named their children after books they've read. Yeah? They've read some books, they want you to know about it. Yeah? The Prison Diaries of Oscar Wilde. Get in the car. Lolita, stop biting your brother. No, stop it. We're going out for a coffee. I need a coffee. Now, because it's a middle-class area, there's a lot of coffee shops. You know, that's how it is. Because middle-class people need more caffeine than anyone else, don't they? To sort of pep them along on the whole performance of their personality. They need that constant stimulus. Sorry, excuse me, thank you, sorry, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry. We looked at the local comprehensive for Barnaby, but in the end we went with private. I have everything I need, but my neighbour has slightly more, so there's a sadness. A latte, quickly. Gotta keep them pepped. Now, I don't know if you find this, but in nice areas, all the coffee shops seem to be managed by exactly the same boy. Just an identical of the same boy. 24-year-old blonde boy called Theo, who looks like the month of July in Hitler's personal calendar. You know what I'm saying. Blonde, broad, calls everyone dude, knows how much to charge. Hi, dude. What can I get you, dude? Hi, Theo. Can I have a double espresso, please? Yeah, that's £16, please, dude. That's exactly how much I want to pay, Theo. Just bum me over this barrel, Theo. Because how can I feel rich unless I'm getting completely shafted at every purchase? Slide on in, big boy. How much is that per litre? About 12 grand? Fuck it, I'll take a litre. Fill me in, baby. Now, Theo's clever. He's a young entrepreneur. He's a kid with a dream and a father with a hedge fund. He knows what kind of vibe to set at the cafe to keep the customers happy. If you're dealing with highfalutin clientele, you want to keep the vibe nice. So you'll hear nice music, but you'll never hear this kind of thing. Too intense. So go for this version. Keep things fluffy, yeah? If you paid 19 quid for eggs on toast, you want it to slide on in nice and smooth. And slide on out nice and smooth as well. Don't some dead guy's angst rattling around in there, giving you indigestion. Rich people like things fluffy. Are there any rich people in tonight? Give me a cheer if you're rich. Now, I'm aware that I may not have made it feel like a safe terrain to reveal yourself, but I think you wouldn't have anyway, because rich people never admit it, do they? They never come clean about their wealth. They're always shy. They can clearly be stinking rich. You ask them to their face, "Are you rich?" "I'm doing all right." Mate, you're standing on a yacht. Your wife is holding a little dog that can't breathe or walk. I know those dogs are expensive. Come on, the more disabled the dog, the more expensive the dog. She's got 10 grand's worth quivering away in that handbag. Feet have never touched the ground, doesn't have the knees for it. Your wife's had some nice work done. She looks like a fish with a nut allergy. There's cash here. Come on, own it. You should be good at that. Rich people don't like to admit it because they know that culturally we are unsympathetic to them. We don't like them. We don't think they have any problems. We think it's wishy-washy problems if it is at all. We like working class problems, working class suffering. That's the only suffering we think is legit. If you've got a working class man there, you want to hear every juicy detail of his story. What's your story, mate? "Oh yeah, I went to a rough school. Got in scraps every day, had me dinner money stolen, well rough it was. One of me mates brought in a gun. We accidentally shot a dinner lady. No one even got expelled. Just had a slightly longer lunch break while they patched her up. Come home from school, me and me stepdad would have fights. He'd slap me double hard if he saw me crying. So I learned to bottle up the sadness and convert it into anger, which I carry with me to this day. Great story, Ray. Thanks for your courage. But any whiff of cash in your story, we shut down completely. What's your story, mate? Yes, I went to boarding school. I was forced to shower alone with the PE teacher. I can't even discuss what took place in that shower. I learned to bottle up the sadness and convert it into self-loathing, which came to a head last year when I leapt off the roof terrace at our home. Ooh, a roof terrace. Sounds pretty cushy to me, buddy boy. Don't give me that pain bollocks, there's a couple of trees there. Pull your socks up or get your booper nurse to do it. Total lack of compassion. Selective empathy, that's what it is. Also, if you're good looking, we're far less kind if you're good looking. Mate, if you came up here and tried to do comedy, you'd get booed off by half the blokes. Like, alright, mate. Alright, fuck off, mate. Alright, fucking, what are you going to tell us? Yeah? T-shirt, man. Yeah? Yeah? With your arms. Yeah? And your fucking T-shirt and your arms. And your neat face. Yeah? Fuck off. What are you going to tell us about pain, bruv? Yeah? Why do you think I'm wearing the wig? Mate, if I came up here with my day hair, my day look, blonde quiff, toothpick, string vest, little rubber shorts, high heel Crocs, knee-high socks, be like, fuck off, James Dean on steroids. You know nothing about us. So I go with James Blunt on glue. Keep it relatable. I found living alone at my friend's house a bit bleak. I don't think I suit living alone. I had to keep devising new ways to make my life feel glamorous, even when it wasn't. The main way was basically, this is something you can do, pop on some old school dance music from the early 90s, right? Just pop it on and just start talking about your life over the top. Makes it sound really iconic. Like you planned the whole thing. I'm at a bus stop. I don't have a bus to catch, it's just nice to be around some other people for a moment. All with a shared vision. They're hoping the bus comes. I'm hoping it doesn't. Because then all of my mummies and daddies will leave. Pretending to wait for a bus in order to quell some loneliness. Is this the lowest moment of my life? No. That was walking to a petrol station when I was 20 to buy a Lads mag. 2 in the morning. And then being so excited on the walk home by the impending bosoms that I had to deal with myself in a church garden. In a church garden. Church garden. Just a boy in a hedge. Sounds fucking cool, doesn't it? Little top tip that you can use. Top tip that's making therapists everywhere furious. Oh, who's that? Tom Ward's sex line. What am I wearing? Oh, okay. Black jeans from a charity shop, £8. KLF t-shirt from 1991. Andre Agassi tennis trainers from 1990. Yeah, £100. Yes, they normally are 225. That's right, Keith. Oh, you like it when I get a bargain, don't you, Crazy Boy? You like it when your ageing indie boy gets a little bargain. I think I do actually, hang on. Let me just check. Yeah, just a little one. Yeah, it was cold on my body, yeah. Oh, you like that, don't you, Terry? Keith, sorry. Sorry, Keith. Have you come? Okay. Same time tomorrow, big boy? Alright. It's just a little side hustle at the moment, you know. With all the gas prices going up and shit. You know? Hey, if he likes this, fuck it, why not? Keith, the trucker, he does the fruit and veg for Asda. Swings both ways. He's actually gender blind. Can't tell his courgettes from his easy peelers. Now, I don't need to ask. You're a heterosexual man. It's quite clear that you're straight. Yeah, you're straight, man. You look so straight. You look like you'd punch your own head if you had a gay thought. You know that look, you know. You're straight, pure straight. Straight, and this is your lady. Straight and white, you might as well have Adolf tattooed on your face. Oh man, it's not cool anymore, is it? Straight and white, it's not cool anymore. Seems like something crusty your parents might do. This is why a lot of the kids coming through now don't want to be associated with the whole straight thing. They just want to get a little distance. A lot of them are claiming to be a bit gay, in fact. To get a bit of that sweet minority edge. I'm queer. Are you, Harriet? Or do you just snog your mates at house parties? Let's see where you are in 3 years' time. Oh look, you live in Tunbridge Wells and your husband drives an Audi. What a fucking surprise. I did not expect you to revert completely to type, Harriet. I'm bisexual, I have gay thoughts. Thoughts? Wow, is that all it takes now? Thoughts? I've had thoughts about volunteering. Have I volunteered? How the fuck? And therefore I'm not a volunteer. It's really quite straightforward, you've got to sort of be doing the thing. Can't walk up to volunteers outside a soup kitchen at 6 a.m. as I stagger out of a rave. Yeah, I've thought about doing that. We're exactly the same. I'm gonna go and volunteer in mind while you volunteer in body. It's no different at all. It's out of order, isn't it? It's out of order to people giving their time, making sacrifices, living with their taboos. I mean, I could claim to be bisexual, but I mean, because I was with a man when I was younger, I was in a relationship with a man when I was younger, but I haven't been bummed in over a decade. You've got to renew your certificates. There's got to be some rules. Yeah. I'm a dormant bisexual. I like that one because it sounds like I could blow any day. I'm benign bisexual. I'm still an ally though. I'm a keen supporter of the gays. Big supporter. Maybe too big. If I see a couple of guys fisting in a public toilet, I tap my rainbow badge, I say, well done, lads. If I see some ladies scissoring on the heath, I walk over, I pat them both on the head. Thank you. I leave a quiche for after. Off I go, a little swoosh of my sandy toxic tote bag. I'm an ally. I always thought scissoring on the heath sounded like an Agatha Christie novel. Miss Marple, this is Scotland Yard. There's been a scissoring on the heath. Oh, good Lord, whatever next? I'm a keen supporter of the gays. I'm proud of it too. It's nice to see gay lifestyle depicted in advertising, isn't it? It's been a long time coming. I think it's about time gay people had their turn to have their identity weaponised for capitalism. They've waited a long time watching straight people do it. Fucking you have a go, all right? Take some of the load of Satan's work here. For fuck's sake, you sell some Renault Clios and bank accounts. See how you bloody like it. Then there's an accusation of tokenism when there's a change in advertising, when you see depictions of new people, new types of people depicted in adverts. There's always an accusation of tokenism, which suggests that all adverts, except for those, contain no tokenism. All adverts are distortions, aren't they? All adverts are tokens. They all have a token version of something. A woman always holding a can of Coke in the advert, isn't it? Why? Because a can of Coke is the exact girth as the average penis. Of course. It's subliminal. The men see it and go, oh, look at that lovely lady holding a penis. I'm going to buy a can and drink it and give myself head like I always dreamed. And the women see it and go, oh, look at that lovely, pretty lady. I'll buy it because she's pretty. It's all tokenism, it's all a distortion. It's all a distortion. Adverts now, basically, what they've found is companies that are basically destroying the planet have learned that if you just whack a bit of ukulele and whistling into their jingle, our brains are so thick that they think they're somehow part of the solution. At McDonald's, to celebrate the release of our new McStinction burger, for every acre of rainforest we knock down, we give 1p to victims of deforestation. And we've painted all of our restaurants in reassuring brown and green colours, so it feels like everything's fine now, even though you're still fucked, you gullible cunt. McDonald's, look over here, not over there. Works every time. You can put any product, it makes it sound fluffy. At Lockheed Martin, all of our nuclear warheads are now 100% biodegradable. And all of our detonators are totally plastic-free. Lockheed Martin, because nuclear war doesn't have to cost the Earth. It works, it works, it works, it works, it works. I enjoy watching tokenism in advertising. I enjoy watching adverts trying to reflect the culture. It's always fun when an advertising goes, oh, do you know what? We want to be relevant now. We want to show that we're part of this change. So now obviously mental health has entered the dialogue. Adverts are now reflecting that. You turn on an advert for sofas and chairs now. Did your stepfather beat you? Well, he won't beat these prices. These fully reclining armchairs feel like the cuddle from mummy you never had. These sofa beds are perfect for when the marriage is over but you can't afford to leave. And these massage chairs touch you like you used to touch each other. But hurry, sale must end Monday. Though we could move it to Tuesday, whatever's best for you. Yeah, man. Just keep on buying stuff, that's all we've got to do. I enjoy the token warning at the end of gambling adverts. They chuck a little token warning at the end after all the emotional damage has been done by the bulk of the advert. Just chuck a little fluffy warning at the end to show Willie. Gamble, you fucking ponce. Go on, get off your arse and have a flutter like a good boy. Go on, follow your gut, listen to your gut, that's it. Even though it's full of yesterday's Fosters and pasties, you dirty little pig. Go on, have a punt on the dogs. Go on, come on. Is that your missus? She's minging. Leave her, leave that cow. She's holding you back. Move into a bedsit, chase your losses, throw some good money after bad and wank yourself to death like a good boy. But when the fun stops, stop. Fuck's sake, Ray Winston. Good to see Ray Winston giving back though, isn't it? Multi-millionaire Ray, really helping out those that need it. Oh yeah. Well, I'm straight now. I'm straight as they come. Straight. Dormant bisexual, but essentially straight. Straight, man. Thank God I've got mental health problems, otherwise I'd have nothing going for me whatsoever. I'm straight, but I try and be a good feminist, of course I do. When I'm in London. I don't have to bother in Kent, really. Parts of Billericay. I head out to Billericay to let off steam sometimes when I'm tired of the good fight, you know. Just have a little breather from trying to rescue women. I go out there and spank some asses, whistle at some joggers, and then come back refreshed and ready to topple the patriarchy again. Try and be a good feminist. It's tricky sometimes because some of the rules in feminism are also sort of a little bit, but that's different, and there's a contradiction. You just sort of ignore it. Just ignore it. If you sense any trouble, just ask what you're being told to do, and don't worry about that bit. Because there's a contradiction. There's one that I've spotted, which is that women are essentially asking us to be respectful, to not use gendered language, to not be patronising or mansplaining, talk down to them, not be a shitbag, basically, by day. And then night falls. The bedroom door shuts. Whole different game. Spank me, daddy. Talk down to me. Is this a test? Are you wearing a wire? No, come on, let's play bosses and secretaries. Talk over me during meetings. Take the credit for my ideas in a minute. I'm your slag. No. You're your own slag. You have agency as a woman. Oh, for God's sake, drop it. Drop it. Come on, say something old school. I'm losing moisture. All right, sorry. Bend over, you silly woman. Bring back page 3. It's just a bit of harmless fun. Giving your lot the vote was a terrible thing. Women footballers should get paid less. They generate less revenue. Oh, thank you, Daddy. That was just what I needed. Say any of that during office hours, I'll rip the fucking bollocks out. Good. Stand down, stand down. Hold me in my contradictions, that's what love is. The thing is, it's good not to judge people for the things that don't make sense, because we all have contradictions, all stuff that we think we are and then we find out we're not, or stuff that we have vanity and then we discover it's not real. Like when I go into shops, cafes, pubs, bars, whatever, I always try and be respectful and treat people as an equal, and I think I do think they're equals, but then if I get mistaken for staff, I'm fucking furious. Do I look like I work here in a vintage shop? It's just, who am I? Am I respectful, or do I judge everyone that works in a shop? Oh man, the thing is, now that I'm one of the best feminists in London, I can't help it. I spot bad feminists, especially when they have self-righteous faces. Men, feminists with self-righteous faces. I can't help it. If I spot one and I think they're not doing it properly, I have to say something. I have to. It annoys me too much. I saw a guy wearing a t-shirt, feminist, but he was eating cheese. Mate, which one is it? You're a feminist or do you eat cheese? Yeah? What, so you care about the human women, but not about the cow women? Yeah? Why not all the women? Yeah? Well, I just like the taste. Well, yeah, Joseph Fritzl liked having company on tap. It's not all right to keep a woman in a shed. It's a stretch, that bit, isn't it? But you get what I'm saying. Do you like women or not? Only because he had one of those faces. I would have left him alone otherwise. One of those faces. People say, scientists and even environmentalists and scientists say that being vegan is one of the best things we can do for the environment and the planet, and then most people heard that and went, nah, can't be fucked. Is there something else? Can I just recycle more, or just whatever? Just get a different car. And I think I know why there aren't more vegans. I think I know why. Because I think the vast majority of people have a trauma from trying vegan food back in the day, when it was absolutely harrowing. And they've never forgotten it. They've remembered that horrible dry cake they had in 2002. And they've basically brought it up every time they've eaten anything ever since. Do you remember that dreadful dry cake? Oh, it was terrible, that vegan dry cake. Oh, it was dreadfully dry. It was dreadfully dry. Oh, it was dreadfully dry, so dry. Yes, you remember my face tried to vacuum pack itself. Looking for moisture. Yes, darling, I was so worried. I was so worried. You mustn't ever eat anything like that again. No. I will never eat anything ever again that doesn't contain something dead, aborted, or squeezed out of a tit. And you mustn't. So fast forward to now, vegan cake's really upped its game. It's almost sarcastically moist now, vegan cake. You can barely hold on to it. It's like prison soap. But that's not enough, because the people who ate the dry cake have got PTSD, haven't they? It's like they're Viet Cong coming at them, slipping. Do you want to try some of this delicious vegan cake? What's in that cake? Well, they just took out a couple of bits, mate, added a couple of bits. Basically, if you eat this, it lowers emissions by 50%. May even save ourselves from mass extinction. No, thank you, I'll leave it. I'd rather there was no world than slightly different cake. Conceptually, it tastes different, and I will not compromise on taste. So that's what you're coming up against, the memory, the trauma, so you have to bear with them. This is why really hack vegan jokes do so well in comedy clubs, because people need laughter therapy for that horrible cake. Are there any vegans in tonight? Oh, I'm surprised they can even make a sound, they must be tired. Surprised they didn't tell us earlier. So you love it. Gobbling it down. Feels like climate change deniers are dying out though, doesn't it? There's less of them now. It's harder to deny it now, isn't it? It seems to be happening. I mean, I was in Edinburgh last August. It's 85 degrees. It's like a humanitarian crisis. I saw a couple of redheads go up in flames. Just spontaneous. UNICEF airlifting them away. The thing is, what we still have is climate change deniers, but people that say that climate change is happening, but denying that it's anything to do with anything we did. They say that it would have happened anyway. This is just happening. I thought that's a nice one to have, isn't it? Just to not have cause and effect on that bit of life. No, we do all the pollution, but that's nothing to do with that. But if you're going to have a sort of deficit of cause and effect on the big stuff, why not on the small stuff as well? Have some fun, you know? Just get rid of cause and effect from your life entirely. Do whatever you want. Go home, have a poo on your own floor. Then not take the blame when your house starts smelling like poo. And your mates come round. It smells a lot like poo in here, Tom. Oh, I don't know why that is. Is it because there's a poo right here? Nah, nothing to do with it, mate. Houses just smell like poo every 250,000 years. It's cyclical. We're just in the poo age now. They could be right. I don't know, man. They could be right. I just don't want to hang out with those climate change deniers because they're always the same type of person, aren't they? It's always like bloated men, mainly. Middle-aged, bloated men who watch Top Gear, and they seem to spend their whole life swallowing burps. That's all they do, Top Gear and swallowing burps. And they always make their wives wash their fannies when they want to go down on them. It's like, do you like women or not, Terry? For fuck's sake. I'm glad you laughed. A lot of people in Kent, they never laugh. At that bit, so that's nice. In London we have some men who don't make their girlfriends and wives wash their fannies. Well done, Tom. We'll cut that out as well. Just tapering off into nothing. Just me congratulating people for not making their wives wash their fannies. That's me flexing in case Billericay wants me after. I don't wash my fanny! Oh man, it's hard not to be worried, isn't it? There's so much information coming at us. There's a sort of deluge of information. I had to get on antidepressants in 2020. We all remember 2020. It was a very unpleasant year, wasn't it? I was quite disappointed with myself for needing antidepressants. I thought I'd be better at dealing with the situation. I thought I'd be better at dealing with life without, freedom of movement, purpose, friends, family, a job, sense of identity or hope. I thought I'd be really good at that. Turns out I need a little chemical assistance up there, a little something, it's basically Prozac, which is what I take. It has the same effect on the brain as a little dose of MDMA. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I've been in talking therapy for 20 years. Turns out all I needed was half a pill with my Rice Krispies. That sorts everything out. I couldn't give a fuck about anything. I walk in, there's someone using a Brillo pad on my non-stick pan. I'm like, no worries, man. Pans come and go. Come in, I've missed the delivery, I've got the slip, brilliant. I love a 9-mile walk through industrial wasteland. And it's raining too, how refreshing. It's magic, it's brilliant. Obviously we talk about mental health now a lot more than we used to. In the 90s when I was first getting into the fuck-up game, it was a real hush, you kept it to yourself, there was a stigma. You didn't talk about it. Now, people are open. They're open about it, aren't they? Almost competitively so. Aren't they? You need it. People use anything they can as part of their online brand, don't they? Mental health gets thrown in there. Hi, I'm Jessica, 22, I like volleyball, and I stare at a wall and have panic attacks every couple of days. Just looking for fun. Good branding, Jess, good branding. My ex-girlfriend was very competitive with me about her mental health. She kept telling me that her pain was worse than mine. I was like, oh, that made me competitive back. I was like, oh, my dad died. She was like, well, my dad left when I was 5. That's harder for children. All right, I tried to hang myself after my GCSE Latin. Latin? Sounds like someone went to a grammar school. With a roof terrace as well. Shouldn't have said fucking Latin. Fuck. Got a D. Too late. But she was good, man. She knew a lot about social justice and hierarchies and systems of power. She taught me a lot. She taught me that the rules of intersectionality, so men are allowed to hit men. But that's it, they're only allowed to hit men. Though, gay men are allowed to slap white women as long as they're both under 9 stone. Little intersectionality subclause. And of course, cultural appropriation is the worst thing you can do. Basically, down here we have hit and run in the car. Up here we have High School Massacre. And then here, white man with dreads. Get him in Siberia. Fuck that guy. He's the worst man in the world. He doesn't need to be sent to Siberia. White people with dreads do not need to be punished. Their punishment is their life. Because no one will fuck them, except other people with dreads who are white. Hey, but it's good for head lice community. A minority group that doesn't get supported enough. So, there we go. On the pills, feeling a bit better. Also, I'm in love now, which is really good. Sorry, Billy. I think it's real. We've been together 18 months now. We've been together. I'm quite surprised that I'm in love because I was jaded. I was really jaded. I thought I was done. I was actually trying to get out of the love game. I was like an old detective trying to retire. I'm done with this business. I want out. I want to go to Spain. Sit by the pool, get a tan. I'm done. Hang on, who's that? Alright, one more job. Meredith, clear my schedule. Daddy's back. She's met me at a good time. She met me in my 30s, right? Good time to meet a man, because he's had some life, some girlfriends. I've had some girlfriends, and all of my girlfriends have done a little bit of work on me. They've all tweaked me a little bit, yeah? Sort of just tightened the screws, told me to not do that, don't do that, stop doing that, say that, do that bit more. I've just been tweaked, I've been refined, I've been gentrified, I'm like Hackney. And she's just moving in now. Oh, it's nice down here. My exes are over there. Yeah, I knew him when he smelled like piss. It's really hard to get in and out. Met me at a good time, man. Met me at a good time. So here is a list of ways that my exes have improved me. I'll do it in the style of a spoken word poet. Why not? All right. My ex, Jane, taught me that it's never okay to piss in a sink. Especially when she's brushing her teeth beside you. I'm sorry, Jane. I've learned that being emotionally available does not mean that when she's crying, you start crying too. Sorry, Suzanne with a Z. I've learned that wearing a t-shirt but no pants or trousers is actually worse than full-blown male nudity. Thanks, Leslie. Avoid any snuffling sounds when performing fellatio. Sorry, Linda. On the 14th of February, do not serenade her awake by saying, "Look, you know I love you, but I won't have capitalism telling me when and how to show it." You think you sound principled and counterculture, but she thinks you're an absolute wanker. And finally, during lovemaking, don't announce, "I'm going to do this until you come." And then come immediately after yourself. Apologies, Ursula. So she's met me at a good time, improved in bed. Oh my God, any young men in, don't worry, it does get better. There's some young men in, you probably think you're good in bed, bless you. In your 20s, you're all excitable in bed. You're like a young fireman on his first week of hose training. The host has all the control. But in your 30s, especially as you move through your 30s, you get a bit more cavalier in bed. You're more like a sort of ageing striker that's come to the Premier League to play out his last couple of seasons. The legs have gone now, sure. No more 30-yard screamers from me. It's all just lovely little touches and flicks now. There we are, sweetie. Just joining up the play. It's not about me anymore. It's about you, my sweetheart. That's it. Any mess in the midfield area? Don't worry, I'll clean it up tomorrow. Doesn't look like I'm doing much, but you look at my heat map after the game, I was busy. Finding those little pockets of space, unselfish ones. Beautiful scenes. Sometimes the young lads come and watch at the window to see how one of the older guys does it. Sometimes the old boys come and have a watch. We don't have a song yet, and I think if you're a couple, you need a song. I think you need a song, a little something to put on, a little slow dance number or a sexy number. But she's 25, right? High five me later, buddy boy. She's 25, I'm early to mid to late 30s. So we can't agree on a genre. She's 25, she'll want something like this.
Lollipop, you can lick my lollipop. Lick me up and down like a lollipop, lollipop.
And look at me, I want something like this. Oh, mother was a lollipop lady, working all the hours that God gave her. Stand down, Margaret, stand down, you iron cloud. So, what we've done is we've agreed to listen to an advert instead.
At Shell, we care. That's why every time you do a poo at one of our petrol stations, we keep it. We keep your poo. We put your poo into little Chinese wish lanterns, and then we set them up, wishing on a brighter future. Shell, we give a shit.
I figured if we're fucking, we need a soundtrack that reminds us that we're fucked. Now, you've got to protect the music, that's the thing. When it comes to music, we will have songs that we can't listen to anymore, albums that are done because they remind us of bad times. I had this song I used to listen to the last time I was heartbroken. Really bad. 2013, I was really fucked up. A song by Kurt Weill. I used to walk around just listening to this on repeat because it kind of feels like pain. It feels like heartbreak. So this song's fucked for me. Every time I hear it, I just want to scream. But what I want to do, I want to rewire this song. I want to try and rewire the associations of this song, right? By having a nice time so that when I next hear it, my brain goes, oh, I had a jolly nice time at Moth Club in Hackney. So what I need to do is I want to have a jolly nice time. You up for that? All I need is one volunteer with no hair just to come on stage with me. Now, you have a glint in your eye. I think you'd like to do it, wouldn't you? Yeah, he would. He'd like to do it. Please make him feel welcome. Here he comes. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you. Right, now, don't worry. I know you're worried that you won't have your own amplification device. There it is. All right, would you just mind saying hello and tell us what your name is into the microphone?
Hello, my name's Jess.
Jess. Let's clap for Jess. Jess, who's this to you? You say it in there.
It's my friend Andy.
Andy. All right, Andy? No, not you. I know we haven't spoken since the first section. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming. Now, Jess, you're a very handsome man, but I think we can make you more handsome. It's a Tom Ward hairpiece. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, he looks so good. Hey. I'm happy to leave now. Jess, now. Jess, make sure you talk into the microphone because I can tell you're a bit shy and you're not used to show business. Like old Big Bollocks Ward. Medium Bollocks. Medium Bollocks Ward. Now, I want to be honest with you. Now, we're going to do a little quiz, Jess. I'm going to ask you some questions. Just answer freely. You get one pass, is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, great, cool. Just a couple of light ones to start us off. What's worse, anti-Semitism or transphobia?
I got anti-Semitism.
You're saying that's worse? It's completely unacceptable. Transphobia will not be tolerated at the Moth Club. Okay, you made your decision, fine. Who do you think my haircut was based on?
Sandy Thompson.
Not far off, Hayley Cropper from Coronation Street. Could have had Anne Robinson, Anne Widdecombe, Angela Merkel, Howard Wolowitz, Shitley and Gallagher, and all the others. A house where? A house where?
House share.
Cheating. Half a point. Yeah, house share. Where do you live? Do you live in a house? Who do you live with?
My family.
Your family?
Yeah.
You got a wife?
Wife and 2 kids.
2 kids, classic. He looks like a good dad, doesn't he? He looks like he'd be a nice dad. Alright, here's a fun one for you, Jess. Do an impression of my stage aura. My general vibe. Just have some fun, relax. What's my general vibe? Just impersonate it. I like that guy. If that's me, I like me. That's me. That's nice. A little boy, a lost boy, looking for love through comedy. All right, Jess. What's my biggest fear? Do you think?
Being ignored.
That's close. No, it's that my dad will turn out to be alive. I'll have to get my lower back tattoo amended. Absolute bummer. All right, you're a very good guy, Jess. Let's do a little 2-word at a time story to see if we have rapport. Just start a sentence, 2 words. We'll see if we can build a little story. We'll know when the story's complete. You up for that?
Yeah.
Okay, say anything you want. Start a sentence. Let's start a little story.
2 words.
Yeah.
Hi there.
My name
Is Tom.
and I
Would like.
very much
If you.
would kindly
Sit on.
this chair. Let's sing it, Jess. Let's turn it into an anthem. That's what the show's about, right? We can freestyle. We don't have to stick to the words. No, stick to the words. Just change the words. Hi, my name. Getting us sorry, I spoke over you. Sorry, Jess. It's bad. But just say that again.
Is Jess.
My name is Jess.
I'm the best.
The best. The best. I'm Jess and I'm the best. I'm really good at
Improvising.
Improvise. Meta. I've got 2 kids. Their names are...
Frank and Ray.
Say that again, please.
Frank and Ray.
Right. Did you hear? Can you tell me what they're called?
Frank and Ray.
Frank and Ray. My name's Jess, but my boys are called Frank and Ray.
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 Frank? Ray?
Get upstairs!
What? That's great. It's what the crowd like it when you get angry. You see that? They like it. That's who you should be more. Get upstairs!
You made your mum cry!
Made your mum cry, Frank and Ray. Why did you do that? You know she doesn't like that. She hates it when you...
For snacks!
Don't ask your mum for snacks, you little cunt! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry for calling Frank and Ray a cunt. It's your anger. Yeah, your anger caught me and then I was angry. So I'm an empath. Right, I'm going to end the show, Jess, by singing what I consider to be the greatest anthem of all time. And I think it's believed by Cher, basically. I sang it the first year I ever did a show, but I've brought it out of retirement / never stopped doing it entirely. But fuck it, a show about anthems, it's got to be in there. Wouldn't you say, Billericay? Yeah, she saw me do it in 2016. Now I'm going to sing Believed by Cher a cappella, Jess, and now you can join in anytime you like, whenever you feel. Go with it whenever you feel comfortable, so here we go. No little hill, little. You keep a little, these new children, I'm so silly, little, yeah, why not? Ready, Jess? Billy, you're the only little one, never go! Deal, deal, deal. I can feel really little. One more time. Break it down. I really don't. I really don't think. I really don't think. I really don't. I really don't. You enough. Thank you, Jess. Take a seat. You did absolutely fucking amazing. House where? House share. You've been gold. Thank you so much for coming to my show. This has been absolutely fucking gorgeous. Thank you, Moth. Thank you, London. Thank you, Jess. What a lovely way to end the tour. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Fucking awesome. Thank you. Oh, God, it's been absolutely lovely. Get home safe. God bless you, God bless you. I'll be back. See you later.